Hi guys, I'm Paul James and today we've got an exciting new release for you, our brand new Cream Blush. So in the Cream Blusher series, we're going to have two collections of 4 colour palettes. I'm going to be selecting the colour Cinnamon Spice to begin with. What I love about these cream blushes is that you've got that really kind of buttery texture to them. They kind of melt into the skin and just become like a second skin. Kind of look like the warmth from the blusher is coming from within the skin. So I'm always using a soft, clean brush just to kind of work in around the application of the colour so that you've got a really nice soft transition between the skin and the blusher itself. So there's many different ways, shapes and techniques that you can apply your blusher. In this one, what I'm doing is I'm concentrating on the apple of the cheek, and this is where I'm going to apply the majority of my colour. And I'm not kind of bringing that colour application any further than the colour part of the eye. And then I'm gradually working it up the cheekbone. And you can see it's effortless at blending into the skin. It's got a real long-lasting effect as well. This blusher is designed to have that kind of beautiful translucency, always going to be looking natural. Just with the excess of whatever's on my brush, this is my blending brush, I just generally like to take a little bit of the blusher into the rest of the complexion, around the temples, on the chin and the nose, because then it's a much more natural impression overall. What's really nice and versatile about this blusher is you can use it on your cheeks and you can also use it on your lips. In the same blusher, that Cinnamon Spice, I'm just going to gently press that into the lip, and it's really beautiful when you've got that similar tone from cheek to lip that are just marrying in together. It's just a really nice, simple, quick makeup. We're now going to be using the second collection of colours, and I'm drawn towards this beautiful kind of rich tone here. So this is called Midnight Mulberry. I'm going to be applying it with my fingers. Now it's a really nice blusher technique. The warmth of your finger generally really helps to kind of blend that into the skin. I'm concentrating this application a little bit more on the apples of the cheek. This generally gives a bit more of a youthful, fresh, flush impression. And you can see how it just melts into the skin. Beautifully creamy, almost like a butter type. I'm going to put a little bit of this cream blush onto the lip. Again, I don't want there to be kind of like a solid line to the lip. It's almost like you want it to believe that the lips are actually that colour. I'm just going to use a very small amount of Crystal Rose from the High Gloss collection, just to give a little bit more of a sheen to the lip and add a slightly different dynamic, a little bit more of an evening vibe rather than a day vibe. You can see it just gives it a little bit more of a dressed look, a little bit more of a real casual, soft evening vibe. We're now going to look at creating a gradient by using 2 blush tones. So I'm going to be using the Midnight Mulberry to create a little bit more depth and almost helping to kind of sculpt the face a little. And we're going to move that up into this gorgeous tone here, which is called Flamed Kiss. So I'm taking the Midnight Mulberry and I've got it on the tips of my brush here. I'm placing the brush onto the cheek and just flicking my colour up. So I'm placing the brush at the bottom of the cheek, just flick up, creating a gradient as it's applied, and then we'll blend together. Now I'm going to take the second tone, which is called Flamed Kiss, and that's going to create the next higher level tone in the blush. And you can see it's so easily blendable. It's very, very buttery, dewy texture that just kind of melts into the skin. So now I'm just going to take a clean brush and I'm just blending them 2 tones together, blending them outer edges of the application as well. I'm now using my blending brush. I'm just taking it along the brow bone there a little bit. It's just very, very slight hues of the colour into the complexion. Really helps to kind of tie in that blusher colour of choice. Again, I'm going to be using the cream blusher on the lips. I'm going to go for the Midnight Mulberry and I'm just going to gently build that up a little bit more intensely than we did in the kind of Daytime Beauties. You can get a really nice rich intensity of colour. Just applying a little amount of the Crystal Rose in High Gloss to the centre of the lip. Now you can of course team cream blusher with any other of our skin products, but for today, we just want to introduce you to this beautiful new product. There are 8 shades of stunning, creamy, dewy, buttery-like cream blushes, and you get that gorgeous, natural, dewy finish on the skin. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions at all, please just drop them in the comments and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you next time.